Yeah, but Leah, help you with the dress. Okay, you start walking right now.
Give that to Leah.
Take a step back. I'll count. Don't worry. That's one. You're doing that so well. Take it half a step forward. Okay. Good. You can go slower. You don't have to rush. Just counting. Slow, slow. Five. Six. You're gonna stay
One more time.
right there. Take a few steps back. Go next to each other. There you go. Yep. Does you want to come up here? It's fine with me if he comes up. Please be seated. Christy and Mark, welcome to your chuppah. And it is a beautiful one. According to Jewish tradition, the chuppah, this wedding canopy, represents the Jewish home. And I guess it's appropriate for us to start with a blessing that, as beautiful and as fragrant as this chuppah is, that is as beautiful and welcoming and open and lovely your home and your life together should be. As we've discussed, the Jewish wedding ceremony is really broken up into two parts. The first part is more like an engagement than a wedding, but it's going to be a very short engagement. So pay attention and enjoy it while you can. And the second part of the ceremony is more of the wedding. The first part of the ceremony is affected by the recitation of two blessings over a cup of wine. The first blessing is the blessing that we say over wine at any important Jewish occasion, on Shabbat, on the holidays, at a circumcision for a boy, and at a wedding, Borei Peri Hagafen. And the second blessing is a blessing of thanksgiving. Really, it's your blessing. I'm just saying it on your behalf. And it's an opportunity for you to thank God for having brought the two of you together. According to our tradition, God spends a lot of time on this type of thing. He spends a lot of time making matches. And here, while I am not God's spokesperson, I think he did a fine job. The two of you are particularly suited for each other. As you know, a lot of brides are nervous as they're circling the groom. Christy was tipping the scales on nervousness a few minutes ago, but as she was circling, I think she loosened up. I think she even whispered out, "And I love you," which I think was to Mark, although I was up here also, but I'm pretty sure it was to Mark. So that type of gentleness and playfulness really bespeaks who both of you are. And as I said, you make a beautiful couple together, and you're destined to build a beautiful home together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddishanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu ala arayot v'yasar lanu et arusot v'hitir lanu et hanesuot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh Amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Let's call Stephen Abramson, good friend of Mark and Christy, to please come forward to serve as a witness. I want to call Usher also up onto the bima, if he wants to. Usher, you want to come up here? Come on. Usher, you want to come up? Come on. Okay, we'll take a look at this one, make sure it's worth about 10 cents.
Oh, where did it go?
Okay. Let him have a necklace.
No. Here. Okay.
It's like Moshe in Paro's court. He wants the jewels. Okay, here we go. You're going to face each other. You need your right pointer finger. You're going to take this, and you're going to put this on Christy's pointer finger. While you look at her, and repeat after me. Okay?
Put on first, then.
No? Hare.
Hare.
At. Mikudeshet.
Mikudeshet.
Li.
Li.
Bitabat.
Bitabat.
Zo.
Zo.
Kidat.
Kidat. Moshe.
V'Yisrael.
Vayisrael.
Okay. With this ring,
With this ring,
you are betrothed to me
you are betrothed to me
in accordance with the law
in accordance with the law
of Moses and Israel.
and Israel.
So Christy and Mark, in this week's Torah reading, we read about Paro's dream, Pharaoh's dream. And he had a dream that from the Nile came out 7 cows, which were healthy cows. And they grazed in the pasture. I'm not sure if I want him to join the synagogue. I have enough critics already. So, according to our commentaries on this verse, the good-looking cows, right, were a sign of years of plenty, and that people were going to live an open life, because when you feel that what you have is good, it doesn't really bother you what anyone else has, even if they may have more than you. Because when you're happy with what you have, what everyone else has is really irrelevant. And I think that comment is an appropriate blessing to offer both of you. The blessing is that when you look at each other, you see one thing, all that you need. Mark, that when you look at Christy, you see in her all the love and support and generosity that you need. And Christy, when you look at Mark, you see all the love and support and generosity that you need. That is no small task, for it requires each of you to give of yourself, and it also requires each of you to see what the other is giving. And sometimes that's not easy, because sometimes life gets in the way, and you guys have a busy life, a lot on your hands. But you have to promise each other to take the time to count your blessings, and to say to yourself, Christy, if you to say to yourself, and once in a while out loud to Mark, it would be good for him to hear it too, you are all that I need. Everything that I have is right here. And Mark, you take the time also to think to yourself and to say to Christy, you are all that I need. Everything that I have is right here. And then, no matter what anyone else has, no matter what anyone else does, no matter what anyone else says, it's not going to matter. Because Mark, Christy is all that you need, and Christy, Mark is all that you need. And that's my blessing. And I'm sure that everyone here joins me in offering you this blessing. That is what you see in each other. And this chuppah, as I said earlier, which represents your household, represents all of those wonderful things that you will give each other. According to Jewish tradition, the wedding ring, the ring that you, Mark, just gave Christy, is supposed to be a circle. And it was, so we're in good shape so far. The circle is also a Hebrew letter called samach. It's one of the letters in the Hebrew alphabet. Samach is also a Hebrew word, which means to rely on, to lean on. And I think that that is the message of why the rabbis wanted this wedding ring under the chuppah. Because it's supposed to remind us that every time we look at those rings, that our job is to be someone for the other person, for our spouse, to lean on, to rely on. Our job is really to give. The Hebrew word for love, ahava, is related to the word hav, which gives. Most of the time we think that the more we get, the more we love. And that's not true. The truth is, and I know you know this already, and I pray that you know it and learn it over and over again every single day. The truth is, the more that you give, the more you will love. And that's my second blessing for you tonight. And that's it, I just got two, so you still good? And that is that you understand that the way to more love and more affection and more happiness is not to ask yourself what I can get from my spouse, but the way to more love and more fulfillment and more happiness is to ask yourself what I can give to my spouse. And so we offer you those two blessings here tonight. Everyone in this room loves you very much. Everyone in this room is overjoyed to be here with you. And we offer you those blessings, and we look forward to celebrating many more happy occasions with you in the future. It is customary at a Jewish wedding to read.
It's okay, baby doll.
It is customary at a Jewish wedding to read the ketubah, but it is also customary at a Jewish wedding not to make babies cry. So I'm going to read a rendered English version of the ketubah, the Aramaic version, which is beautiful and which Mark entered into without any coercion whatsoever, is up here on the bima for everyone to see, and it is yours, Christy, and it is yours to keep, and it is your property, and if it ever gets lost, you have to call me, because it needs to be replaced. But it basically says that on the first day of the week, the 22nd day of the month of Kislev, in the year 5772, corresponding to the 17th day of December 2011, Mark Goldstein and Christy Peach entered into the covenant of marriage. The bridegroom made the following declaration to his bride: "Be my wife according to the law of Moses and of Israel. I faithfully promise that I will be a true husband unto you. I will honor and cherish you. I will protect and support you, and will provide all that is necessary for your sustenance in accordance with the usual custom of Jewish husbands. I also take upon myself all such further obligations for your maintenance as are prescribed by our religious statutes." And the bride has entered into this holy covenant with affection and sincerity, and has thus taken upon herself the fulfillment of all duties incumbent upon a Jewish wife. This covenant of marriage was duly executed and witnessed this day according to the laws of Moses and Israel. The second part of the Jewish wedding ceremony is the recitation of 7 blessings. And this is your marriage. So you've been engaged now for a few minutes, and this is your actual marriage. And that is affected by you standing under the chuppah after, Mark, you gave Christy the ring, and by the recitation of 7 blessings. I'd like to first call on Stephen Abramson once again to recite the first 2 brachot.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol bara lichvodo.
Amen. I'd like to call on Rabbi Yitzhak Schmuckler to recite the third blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yetzer ha'adam.
Amen. I'd like to call on Rabbi Lazer Lazaroff for the fourth and fifth blessings. Take a break.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yasar es ha'adam v'tzalmoi v'tzelem d'mustav nisoi v'hiskim loi mimenu binyan adayad Baruch atah Adonai yetzer ha'adam.
Amen.
Sais tasis v'sogel ha'akara v'kibul zchoneha l'saycha v'simcha Baruch atah Adonai misameach tzion b'vaneha.
So we're almost done. We have two more blessings. But I think everyone's too far away. So I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. And everyone come all the way up front. And we're going to surround Mark and Christy. You guys in the fancy black dresses could come up. You guys in the tuxedos could come up. You could stand on the center stage too. Everyone come as close as you can. It's good to be surrounded by loved ones and friends. There's still space, unfilled space in the front. Come on. The steps also could be filled. Come on. Come on. If you're in the front row, there's a price to pay for good seats. So there's some tunes we have for these last two blessings. If you'll pick them up as we go along, just hum along. You want to move closer to your loved ones? Sameach tisamach reim ahuvim kisamechacha yitzircha bigan eden mikadem la 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 Baruch atah Adonai misameach chatan v'chala Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sasan v'simcha chasan v'chala asher bara sasan v'simcha chasan v'chala Gila rina ditza v'chedva Ava v'yachva v'shalom v'reyus Meheira Adonai Eloheinu Yishama B'Yarei Yehuda V'chutzot Yerushalayim Kol Sason V'Kol Simcha Kol Chatan V'Kol Kala Kol Mitzalot Chatanim Michupatam Une'arim Mishtei Neginatam Baruch Atah Adonai Misameach Chatan Im HaKala. Well, now you're married. Mazel tov. A few more loose ends to tie up. Christy would like to give Mark a gift at this time, and it comes in the form of a wedding ring. Which finger?
It's like a permanent.
Go ahead.
Doesn't come off.
That's good.
It's clamped on.
There we go.
And finally, this is, of course, a supreme moment of joy. But in Jewish tradition, even this supreme moment of joy is tempered by the absence of the temple in Jerusalem, by the absence of the 6 million temples destroyed, the 6 million souls destroyed in the Holocaust, in the absence of the perfection of our world that we all pray for. And so it's customary to break a glass to remind all of us that we still live in this imperfect world. And Mark, you're about to bring your foot down on this glass, and as you do so, I ask you to do so with a prayer, and everyone should have this prayer in mind, that as you shatter this glass, that you shatter all future sorrow away from the Jewish people and the entire world. Mazel tov! Mazel